So on the first question on why should a trip collector collect feedback, we have some points to drive out. One is to know if the customers are satisfied with the services we are providing to them. Number two, to know if there's any need for improvements in the business. Three, to know if there are other competitors around attracting our customers away and how best we can meet these competitors and retain our customers. Also, to know whether to continue the business or if the customers are not satisfied, they stop the business. And to know how well the business has been managed. And on to the second question on how a chief collector can collect feedback. One is by calling customers very happy to ask about their welfare and how the chief's action has been impacting their lives. To ask how the money and savings have been of help. When they come to collect their savings, ask them if they will satisfy the how it is and how they are going to spend this money, to get feedback. Also, by directly meeting with these customers once in a while, to visit them in their workplace, house, just to ask about their welfare and how they are doing. And also by asking for suggestions. You can also ask your customers if they would like to see any improvements in trip connection. And also by doing your trip diligence, which Alaja has.
Put your hands together for them. What that means is that they put you on your toes to continue to improve. Those ones that don't complain, the day they will leave you, to shock you. In fact, it will be like a broken heart in a relationship, and they will never come back. So, you can try.
But sir, irrespective of they've gone there, can I still go and ask, are you sure it's because of that excuse you have been and want to leave? Fine, you've left. Can you just be honest enough to tell me? At least it will be another advantage for me. Even though they left, they've gone. At least it will work for me for another person that comes in and still does business.
Very good question. Now, let me tell you something, a story. During the COVID, I changed my parents' school. Right? Because I discovered the big gap in terms of ICT. You understand? When I discovered that gap, and I look at putting out as one place, okay, any school that is not ICT inclined, forget it. You get it? And I think it's good. Because when I told the woman that was the proprietary friend I was changing it, she was going to take it like, it was already painful for the other person. But one good thing she did was that she asked me, what did we do wrong? And that means that she was soliciting for feedback so they can look for their area of improvement. Yeah. So even though a customer stops patronizing you, it's good for you to still with that customers to get feedback. Please, what are those things that you're not satisfied with our services? Then you go back home and we work on it. It's very, very. So, and for a trade business, it's good to get those feedback. One, it will help you to understand what you are doing well, what you are not doing well, to also let to understand the other services that the customers need that you are not currently offering. You get it? Then, in getting feedback, you have mentioned phone call, which is fantastic. You have also mentioned physical physics, which is very, very okay. The next thing is that you can also do online form. Okay, you can.
I already say what's the point.
I don't understand.
Let me not
I don't understand.
Okay, you're not even getting to
About that form.
Yes.
Let me even. The form is the question now. That we said we don't want to. Sir,
Yes.
that form,
Yes.
do you know even before I started, because it was about money, I needed to be very strict about it, like, okay, just to avoid story that touch, money can actually turn us to enemies. So I went ahead though, met with my brother that is a barrister. In fact, he was the one that gave me ideas. He sent me form. I edited to my own name and to how work is going to suit me. I shared it with all these my so-called members that were doing the business with me. None of them, let me say no. Like 2 or 3 of them filled it. The rest, I took my time to chat them one after the other. Fine, I know you, does not mean you should not go about this. Let's be formal enough. This is business. And the next thing I hear, what was that
form for? That's regulation form, right?
Yeah. Because that form implies your address, where you work, your account number, so that by the time I want to do cash out, I won't even be needing to ask you for your account number and all that. They don't feel that much.
Okay.
I have to talk to myself, say, okay, don't let me send these people away because of so-called form. Right? Despite that, the account number is the day of cash out, and they know that, okay, number 1, they have number 2. That's when they will say, hey, oh, 3, I have to send away. And I'll be like, choose send the account number. And of course, when you send form, you say, look at the account number, do you get? So, all those ones actually discouraged me from going ahead with the form.
Okay, fantastic. So that's a very good case study that we might touch as we proceed. So let's hear from the vibrant group. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Henry Okeke, representing Vibrant Group. Wow. Why should a shawarma business owner get feedback from customers? 1, as a shawarma business owner, to know if the shawarma is well prepared. 2, if the shawarma is satisfactory. 3, if our expectations towards preparing the shawarma are met. 4, to serve the customer better. 5, to improve on our services. Wow. Now the second one, how should we go about feedback from our customers? 1, to have a database of your customer. 2, to build a relationship. What I mean building a relationship, cordial relationship. To ask questions from your customers. To observe the customer's reaction. Like you said, there are some customers that they won't tell you your product is bad, but their reactions, you observe that. You notice how
forget feedback.
Yes. Last but not the least, to send questionnaires. Wow. This class because you are too much. Wow. So you can see that in life we know a lot, but it is not in the knowing, it is the doing. you patronize a shawarma outfit, and a few days later, you receive a call. Hello, you bought shawarma from us 2 days ago. Please, how was the taste? Were you satisfied? Okay, what area do you need us to improve on? The customer service, the sales attendants. How satisfied are you the way you attended to? Our price, is it too expensive? Do you think it's moderate? How do you use this customer?
I feel cool, like, okay, so you actually value my 1.5 so much, 1,000
Now we don't know the price of our idea. Okay, that's good. So you feel good, right? So that's how every customer feels when you seek feedback from them.
But
Ask
a feedback on you.
okay, now, feedback on trips. You don't inform the mention. That form.
Okay, that's not
That form is very, very key. That's number one in commercial communication. Customer service. It's very, very key. Now, the form covers an hard copy or soft copy. Now, take a look at this. A lot of customers, a lot of familiarity. You will not take it serious. You will not take it serious. A lot of familiarity. But those who are not familiar with you, they know that yes, this lady is doing corporate. You know what she is doing. What she is doing. I got good for like the past 4 years. So, and I'm paying. But because of we are too familiar, 2 months ago, somebody defaulted, we did not pay. And they're just supposed to end last month. The person did not pay for 2 months. Do you know what I did?
You've been running it for 4 years.
For 4 years now. Do you know what I did? You know what I did? For this year, I now created an e-form. I discovered that a lot of the adult group, you don't know the members, you don't know the address. Why?
Yes,
Because
yes.
it's no friends, referral. You know what? I created an e-form. At the end of the form, I put put your name. I authorize the admin of this contribution group to confiscate my property or name and shame me in the public if I fail to pay the contribution as I went to. That's that clause I put there. A lot of them are wrong. I said, if you don't feel you can't continue, and I put the address, you must put your address, your phone number, next of kin, phone numbers that we can call if you default. Now, when I put all those things, the serious ones are now doing it. Unlike before, we just add them in the group to start.
No, but wait, sir. For 4 years, you've been running it like that without.
Very, very successful.
So,
Very, very successful.
that form, is it still needed?
No, it is needed because of new members that will come in. You understand? And also for us to now know addresses of everybody. I don't know most of the addresses. I will say. So that's that. So please, for the contribution group, for the trips, you need to know whether your charges is okay. You need to know. So it's the customer identity. So sometimes it is not what we feel about the customers. It is what we need to know what they really want or their level of satisfaction.
At the expense of my
No. So that's one. Whether your charge is okay, then your kind of collection, whether that is okay, then your personal relationship with them. Okay. Then when you are doing an e-form, sometimes limit the number of open-ended questions.
Yes, sir. Let me ABC.
Yes, let me just tick. Satisfied, not satisfied,
I'm not patient enough to feel. Even me, I'm not patient enough to feel.
Hey, I'll take it short. So if it is that, but it is just to type, a lot of people don't have that patience. You get it. So maybe I can help you design one as after the video.
The Google form, what platform do you use? Is it just Google form that you use?
Yes, I
Then the database, the mail sheet, this is it for
Now, for the yes, the Google form, you know, it has it segments everything now. If you want to download it, okay, then you can now move the vital bio information of the customers to your database. You understand? Your database can be maybe you can start with Excel. You get it. Then later you can now introduce some online forms to it. Okay. All right. So let's proceed. Any other comment on what we have done so far on this feedback? So now I think other to seek for feedback.
Yes.
Now as a business owner, will you seek for feedback?
Yes.
Okay. So when to complete commercial transactions? When to complete commercial transactions? Esther, read what's on the screen for us.
As a sales executive,
Yes.
you are required to communicate.
Anybody that is not willing to be involved in you getting record or formalizing your transactions with them is not really helping you. It's very, very good for you. Like that for it was a very good start. A lot of people don't do it. Okay. So then please ensure that you record sales transaction before. Before it's like sales order, you know what before. During and after the transaction. A lot of businesses only keep record after transaction. They go meet before and during. Ensure to document transaction case by case basis.
At times we protection again.
No, they're talking about performance
I'm
invoice.
actually confused. I just want to give my own, give it to price. It's an invoice that gives you price. The price of it looks like an invoice, but give you the price, but you have not yet paid, and the total, your name, all of the information given to a customer to know the price, the quantity, the amount of a particular product. So based on that, the person can now send in an order, make payment, then you now issue an invoice.
Like price list.
It's not price.
I
have the app.
If you go to
ShopRite,
Mega Plaza, before you pay for, you go there, you get a people money. They'll give they'll write the item on the price, then they'll totally, then you go to cash point, pay for it, then you carry your
In ShopRite.
Mega Plaza, all these big plazas.
I do it soon. I give you a pro, buy from me, I'll ask question.
Okay, sometimes, let me see, like
No,
this.
ask question.
Organization can send you out.
With your
Go and get-
explanation, I can only figure out collecting salt from hospital.
Okay, listen, look
Okay,
at
now if you call me, let me explain.
Maybe when you meet a doctor, that's it.
Okay, but let me explain. This morning,
that's it. Okay, that one is even prescription.
Alaja, let me explain. This morning now, as I was coming, somebody called me that she wants to send some spice abroad. Boom, 5 kg. You know. So now I have to send an invoice to her, a performer invoice, telling her that 5 kg of this is this particular amount, a 5 kg of turmeric is particular amount. I will now send it to her as an invoice. You know she has not paid, but she has seen the total. My account number is there. When she now make payment, I now deliver to her. I will now issue a receipt that I received a cash, that this is a receipt. But performer, you don't.
So that means sales invoice and receipt is different.
See, as a sales representative in an organization, okay, your company wants to purchase maybe a set of chairs like this for conference room. Okay, they now send you out. Okay, go and let me know how much they sell this at Mega Plaza. Okay, you go there, you go to Mega Plaza. Please, I need a performer invoice for all these chairs. They'll issue it to you. They'll give you the total everything. You take it out. You are free to take the performer invoice out of the organization. Yes, so you go to your company, you present it to the cash or your account, then they'll give you the exact money. Then you go and pay for it. Then they issue a sales invoice. And you carry your goods.
aṣa látẹ̀wọ̀n.
So, as a sales rep, it is very, very vital for you to familiarize yourself with all these tools for commercial documentation. From my invoice to the stations, to sales invoice, to receipts, to customer satisfaction survey, to cash records, sales contract, minutes book, customer book, and prospect book. Now, these three can be confusing. Proforma invoice, quotations, sales invoice, and receipt. These three can be very, very confusing. So it's vital for you to know the difference.
Because I didn't know this one about only Jama.
Now let's talk about proforma invoice. Proforma invoice is an invoice that you have to issue before a sales transaction occurs. Before a sales transaction occurs, you issue proforma invoice. And why do you need proforma invoice? Number one, it's to communicate the price of each item. Number two, to communicate the total sum required. Okay, the total sum for the quantity to be purchased. Also, you need proforma invoice when you want to collect loan from developmental banks like Bank of Industry. There are some banks that they don't give you a loan, but they pay the vendors. Are you with me? So, with such, you want to the proforma invoice, then the bank will know what you want to buy, the unit price and the total price. Then the vendor's bank detail will be there. So the bank pays the vendor, and the vendor supplies to you. After that, you now issue, the vendor will now issue sales invoice. Please, if someone requests for proforma invoice, if you don't have it and you have only invoice, ensure to write proforma before the invoice on that heading. Legally, if you present it without it having pro, it means that
That's paid for it.
the person has paid for it. And the person can claim it in the law court. You get it? If you, in your organization, when customer requests for this, ensure it's a proforma invoice that you give, not invoice. That's one. Now, the relationship between quotations and proforma invoice is that quotations can come in two ways. Quotation can come from the buyer. These are what I want. The items that I need. So if you now see the quotations, you can now issue a proforma invoice at your own price. Once you agree, then there is delivery and payment. Now you say invoice. And quotation, you don't need it if you want to collect loan from bank and the bank wants to pay the vendor. But if the bank is paying directly with the loan, you can use quotations. What are the contents? You just date, the items, quantity, unit price, then total price.
But they majorly use the application for building materials.
Yes, yes.
I don't think they have proforma.
For building materials, even for buildings, if they are going to the bank, like Bank of Industry, they need to buy invoice. Yes. Okay. Then receipts. Receipts is a document. Hello? Receipt is a document that shows evidence of cash payment. Recall that you can issue sales invoice without payment, right? But ensure you write not yet paid. Okay. Then once the customer pays, then you now issue receipts. It shows that customer payment has been made. So you need to track your payments. And we have done this one already. Customer satisfaction survey form. So you can make questionnaire. You can use Google form. You can use Google form. You can use SurveyMonkey. There are so many online platforms you can use to create your form. But you need to understand your content. So your content, the objective of that survey determines the content. If it's customer satisfaction survey, there are some questions that will ask that have to be in line with customer satisfaction. You get it? Okay, cash records. Cash records. So let me call on that. That's the one, right? So why should I keep cash records?
Cash record.
Yes.
To document money into the transaction.
Good.
To avoid that.
Especially if it's installment.
Yes, sir. That cash record is very, very key. And cash record is once you receive the money, just take a book, have a book for cash payments. Okay, write the date, customer name and the amount paid. Then sales contract. If there is a sales contract, documents, minutes book. When you have meeting with customers or meeting, sales meeting, document it in a minute. Customer logbook. Customer logbook. Hello, Madam Spice. Customer logbook. Madam Spice. Why is it important? Customer logbook.
Customer logbook. I think that is where you put the record of the customer, their phone number, contact.
Fantastic. Why is it
Because
important?
there are times that you have a new product that you might need to get into the market. Your logbook is the first place you go into and send your customer message, review, introduction to the other product and things like that.
Thank you. That customer logbook is very important. You can even add customer birthday for it, but maybe don't put the year, only the day. You get it? So if you have to know when customer is doing birthday celebration, you get it. Then when you are doing some special discounts, seasonal promos, you send for SMS to customers because you already have the database. So customer log is the same as your customer database. Okay, prospect group. Prospect group. So why should we do prospect group? Prospect group, yes. Okay. Has to be prospect content. That's how. Thank you. Please clap for him. Clap for him. So now I am doing spice business, and maybe the spice is tailored towards women that are health conscious. So you now have to start looking for in your location who are those women, start writing down their name. How they write their name, if possible their phone number, write it down. Then it is that book you now use to start following up. Okay. So you start converting them to customers. Once you convert them, you transfer them here. Are you with me? Okay. So let's move to the next one. Okay, so what are the challenges in commercial documentation? For what we have learned so far, what are the challenges or the difficulties in commercial documentation? So I want to say what about it is stressful.
It's stressful.
Is it true? Why? Why do you say this? Why is it true?
Because it's very, very active. Like you have to be conscious of what is recorded and what is not recorded, what you, the transaction is done, what you have missed.
God will keep you record when you are under stress. If not, you go around extra zero. You see. Okay. Lack of clarity. When you are not clear, if you are customer order, when you are not clear, please call. Customer might say 50, you done in 60. You get it. Clarify. Nonchalant, some people are just so nonchalant. Until when it now dawn on you.
Procrastination.
This add it to your notes. Procrastination.
Sorry, but that's what is killing some of us here. When we know what to do, but you
Exactly, and you'll be like,
I heard you read my video, but they are doing it today. Procrastination, eh?
Wow.
We need a business mentor. As much as one do us well, she said,
do you understand?
and my own mentor, she's not a business person, so it's really dragging me. We need a
Especially at home, you know what distracted. When you get home, you do our
Hello. Another business idea identified here. Yeah, what? Only left that. Okay. So,
what's it? The Yahoo Bible.
Only good.
all the paper, right? Wow. So that once you go to that record on a daily basis, you check each customer, just check the loan balance, how much is remaining. So people will start opening book. You can also have stores for your business.
Sir,
Please, we'll talk after the
my confusion here.
So what we say Akosa. The next one we say Akosa.
Okay, fourth person.
Akosa. Then you answer from
Without
demonstration. That's it. You answer from Akosa. 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 So the time starts now. 1, 2, go. Akosa. Akosa.
Bye bye.
Yeah, next.
Huh?
You have mixed it up. Actually, you said it's like this.
I continue. After me now.
Who should start?
Start.
Out.
You said without
You
sign.
say start. You say start.
Name of school that you know. Start.
To you.
Name of animal that you know.
Cat.
Lion. Pig.
As I start another, you start again.
Animal that God. Jesus is God. Put your hands down.
Ojo cancel.
Your time starts now.
Okay, good afternoon. Please, I'm here. I sell pig milk. And my milk is very healthy, rich in calcium, vitamin B, vitamin C complex, and low in index. So please purchase from me. You will get a very full, creamy milk. You can use to take your cereal. You can even snack it, you can lick it. You can put in water to boost your immune and make you healthy. So it's just 70 naira. How many should I make this?
Is that the last price?
Yeah, that's the last price. And that, our price is actually the best in the market for this particular quality.
There should be a dozen price. So.
Yes, ma'am. If you're buying in dozen, like if you're buying in tons, we'll give you a discount price. But for now, when you're picking this for 70 naira.
Okay, then one dozen.
One dozen. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Please start from here.
Pick me.
Okay, thank you. So, I call on the next person. Now I have to call on the second product.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
My name is Manuel, and I present to you Dano milk. The best milk in the market. Unlike other milk that do not dissolve properly in your drink, Dano milk has less fat And so, either hot water or cold water, you can mix it and drink it instantly. It's very nutritious and healthy for both adults and children. And I'm selling this milk for 100 naira because of the value and quality of the milk. I show you that once you have a taste of this milk, you'll come up for more.
Okay, what's the last price? What's your last price?
100 naira, but it's very
Well,
good.
90.
And some people selling it 50 naira.
It's not this exact brand.
So,
No, I have the exact meal, and I know how much I got it elsewhere.
But you have to compare.
please clap for him, clap for him, clap for him.
It's the same channel.
Okay, next person.
Hey, there's a trick now here. Bí èmi náà rárá ni bí ìṣe ní ṣòkò sọ̀rọ̀.
Please, I brought to you 3 full grown milk. And this has this is a 94. When you take it, it gives you calcium, which is very good. That gives you strong and you have get calcium when you take it. And there are some general facts about it. It gives you energy, protein, good body, carbohydrates. It gives energy giving food. It gives you energy. It has fat and the dietary fiber. And I'm selling this for only 20. They are very affordable. Cheap. Just 20.
And I do 40-70 naira.
So, who wants to buy?
Even though I don't.
Are you sure that hasn't expired?
Clap for her, clap for her, clap for her. Okay, so that is the plan your pricing model. Now, take a look at that presentation. Somebody has picnic, right? High quality, right? And
High price.
And high price. And we have one that was a lower quality and high price. Then we have a high quality and low price. Now, he was selling that note for 100 naira, sorry, for 20 naira. The big thing for 20 naira, right? Some people will buy. You say you don't want to buy. Why would you buy at 20 naira?
It's too good to be true.
It's too good to be true. So that customer insight is very, very key. That customer insight is very, very key. Some of you have quality products, quality idea, quality services, but because you are looking at getting customers, you now slash your price. You know what happens? There are some customers that will not buy because they feel that it's inferior.
Low standard.
Are you with me? So any customer that cannot afford your price is not your target audience.
Exactly. When I reduce, let me just shoot this. When I reduce my pricing because of people. When I reduce, my customers, they were asking me, Chico Kishe Dabu. Because I reduce price. So I
So you get that? So it's very, very important. Maintain your standard. Maintain the quality. Maintain the price.
Sorry, sir, I will suggest something. What about you having that same high price and probably measurement to my.
I said it, I did.
Yes, she did that.
I now have a mega price. I have for high
No, but
class.
you said there is one that is low. You mentioned it like
Yes, the lower quality.
you see. But same quality. Sir, do you understand what I'm saying?
It is cheap,
What she
expensive.
did was that she reduced the quantity.
Quantities, then quality.
It's not quality too was reduced.
When it was increased.
No, now let me tell you something. Low quality, if your product of low quality, you still sell low.
Yes.
I've just seen some women go to the market and buy
Extra
rotten tomatoes
Yes.
Jesus Christ. It happens.
You buy.
You get it?
Women,
Why
women,
some
yeah.
people will go and buy the fresh one? Right with me. No matter how good is your fish, there are some women that will not go to the local market and buy fish. they prefer to go to malls and buy packaged fish.
Again.
So there are some
That's very
customers
sad.
that they are value and quality minded. Some are quantity minded. So those are the perspectives we should have when you are targeting to help you to target the right customers. You will not waste your effort or
Sort of
resources.
target.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in conclusion, you have to do what? Understand that fixing the right price for your product and services will help you to acquire the right customer for your business. Time for break. Thank you.